There is a specific place in the American imagination where early retirement lives. For most, it feels like a fantasy, reserved for tech millionaires or those who got lucky on a speculative investment. But the evidence shows a different story. Genuinely stopping mandatory work in your 40s or 30s is a calculation governed by one specific metric: your personal savings rate. By the end of this video, you will have a personalized step-by-step guide detailing your exact retirement number, your timeline, and the account strategy required to execute it. To start, you need to gather 3 things: your actual bank and credit card statements from the last 12 months, your current investment account balances, and a financial independence calculator. Having these numbers makes early retirement a concrete engineering problem rather than a vague aspiration. The first step is calculating your baseline. This requires identifying your total net worth, your assets minus your liabilities, and your exact annual spending. Avoid estimating your spending. The mathematical model depends on a spending baseline pulled from real statements. This formula determines your financial independence, or FI number, using the 4% rule. Historically, a retiree withdrawing 4% of their portfolio annually has a high probability of it lasting 30 years. You simply take your annual living expenses and multiply by 25. But for a retirement spanning 50 or 60 years, practitioners use a conservative 3% rate. Multiplying your annual expenses by 33 builds a larger portfolio designed to withstand market downturns over those longer horizons. While a higher income speeds up the accumulation phase, your target number is defined by your expenses. Controlling what you spend reduces the total amount of capital you need to sustain yourself. Step 3 is plotting the distance between your current baseline and your target number using a financial independence calculator. Input your current portfolio size, monthly savings contribution, and an assumed investment return of 7%. These variables generate a countdown, showing exactly how many years remain before reaching your target number. The relationship between your savings rate and this timeline is not linear. At a 15% savings rate, the math supports a 40-year career. If you increase that rate to 50%, the timeline to independence drops to approximately 17 years. Every percentage increase in your savings rate buys back years of mandatory labor. It simultaneously accelerates your investments and lowers the money you need. Step 4 is deploying those savings through a prioritized sequence. This funnel illustrates exactly where your dollars should go. Priority 1 is capturing your employer 401k match in full, which provides a 100% return on your investment. Priority 2 is the health savings account. It's the only account where contributions, growth, and medical withdrawals are tax-free. Priority 3 is filling a Roth IRA, allowing penalty-free principal withdrawals, before Priority 4, maxing your remaining 401k. Priority 5 is a standard taxable brokerage account. This account has no contribution limits and no age restrictions for access. The critical choice is to use low-cost index funds rather than actively managed ones. Over a long career, the difference between a 1% management fee and a 0.03% index fund fee is massive. Those fees compound over time, stripping away significant portions of your final portfolio. Funneling money into the right accounts and minimizing fees keeps compound growth focused on your retirement, rather than being lost to taxes and management costs. There is a logistical challenge to early retirement. Traditional accounts often penalize withdrawals made before age 59 and a half. Step 6 is building a bridge to cover the years between your early retirement and traditional retirement age. This might involve a Roth conversion ladder or utilizing funds from your taxable brokerage account. The most common point of failure is psychological. High achievers build their identities around professional titles. When that structure disappears, it leaves a significant void. Successful early retirees generally move toward a specific purpose, whether that is community work, travel, or a creative project, rather than simply moving away from a job they dislike. The financial math provides the freedom, but the life you lead afterward requires its own deliberate planning to avoid isolation. You now have a framework, a target number based on real spending, a timeline based on your savings rate, and a prioritized sequence for your investments. The objective of this level of financial optimization is more significant than simply accumulating wealth. The result of early retirement is agency. It eliminates the financial pressure that forces people into specific types of work, allowing you to choose how you spend your time. Pull up your spending records today, multiply that annual number by 25, and find your actual target. Share this framework with anyone you know who is looking for a path outside the traditional working timeline. This pathway to agency allows you to allocate your time based on personal values.